Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Bruce Hafty, and I'm pleased to welcome you to the Awards and Honorees Luncheon. I hope you enjoy this distinct ceremony to celebrate our distinguished awardees. This year, 3 RSNA members have been selected to receive the Gold Medal, RSNA's highest honor. They are Dr. Catherine Andriol, Dr. James BRINK, and Dr. V.J. Rao. A leading expert in radiological imaging informatics, Dr. Catherine Andriol holds a long-standing interest in using concepts from computer science, engineering, and data science to advance medical research, augment medical education, and ultimately improve clinical care. Dr. Andriol is an associate professor of radiology at Harvard Medical School, Brigham and Women's Hospital, and the director of academic research and education at the Mass General Brigham Data Science Office. She studied electrical engineering and medicine at Yale University, where her PhD research was in classic machine learning. She completed postdoctoral fellowships at University of California, Los Angeles, and the University of California at San Francisco, departments of radiology. At UCSF, Dr. Andriol was instrumental in designing, building, implementing, and evaluating PACS before they became commercial entities. A passionate educator, Dr. Andriol is co-developer and co-director of the National Imaging Informatics course. She has also directed fellowship in biomedical imaging and informatics and mentored more than 90 trainees. Dr. Andriol has shared her expertise by serving on the executive board of the Academy for Radiology and Biomedical Imaging Research as a senior scientist for education at the ACR Data Science Institute, and by serving in multiple leadership roles for the Society of Imaging Informatics and Medicine. She is an editorial board member for the Journal of Digital Imaging and an associate editor for both the Journal of Medical Imaging and for Radiology Artificial Intelligence. A long-standing member of RSNA Radiology Informatics Committee and RSNA volunteer, Dr. Andriol is a faculty member for the RSNA Imaging AI Certificate Program, a subject matter expert for R&E Foundation's Grant Oversight Committee, and serves as co-director of the Imaging AI in Practice demonstration. Among her many accolades, Dr. Andriol was named a senior member of SPIE, elected a member of the Academy of Harvard Medical School, and inducted into the College of SIIM Fellows and the Fellowship of the ACR. She has received an RSNA Honored Educator Award 3 times and was named 3rd and 2nd Vice President of RSNA. She was honored with the SIIM Gold Medal and received the inaugural RADx Trailblazer Award. I have known Dr. Andriol for nearly 40 years, since we were students together at Yale, and more recently in our mutual involvement with RSNA. I have long been impressed with Kathy's contribution in AI and informatics that have benefited RSNA, the field of radiology, and most importantly, the patients we serve. In recognition of her remarkable contributions to radiologic imaging informatics, I am proud to present the RSNA Gold Medal to Dr. Catherine B. Andriol.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hafty, and to the RSNA board. I'm deeply honored to receive the gold medal. I just want to clarify, I was 12 when I met Bruce, so. I'd like to give a shout out to my imaging informatics colleagues, who are some of the smartest people I know. Working alongside you has been a joy, and I want to thank you for being my professional family. I'd like to thank my former students, residents, and fellows. for giving me the privilege of participating in your education and training. You have enriched me, and nothing pleases me more than to see your light shining brightly. I've had some wonderful mentors myself, and it's a long list, but I'd like to thank the late Dr. Theo Pilkington from Duke University, the late Stelios Orphanodakis from Yale University, H.K. Bernie Wang from UCLA and UCSF, David Averin from UCSF for all the projects we did together, Ron Aronson from UCSF, the late Sam Dwyer from the University of Virginia, Paul Chang from University of Pittsburgh and University of Chicago, Rick Morin from Mayo Clinic, Elliot Siegel from University of Maryland, and Adam Flanders from Thomas Jefferson. I'd like to note two incredible role models for women and for men, Hetty Resac from Memorial Sloan Kettering, and Vijay Rao from Thomas Jefferson. I'd like to thank my dear friends from graduate school, Sharmila Majumdar and Rahul Prasad and their children, and finally my family, my brother Charlie and his boys, Charlie, Rory, and Brody. They're in the midst of their college and high school and juniors hockey season, so go guys. My other brother David and his son Finn, who's my young scientist. And to my greatest mentor of all, my mom, Patricia Corrigan Andriel, thank you for your unconditional love and support. I love you. Thank you all.
An internationally known advocate for monitoring and control of medical radiation exposure, Dr. James Brink focuses on the critical role radiology plays in advancing quality care at an affordable cost. He champions radiologists as poised to use technological innovation toward medical imaging advances that will improve public health. Dr. Brink is chair of the Department of Radiology at Brigham and Women's Hospital, radiologist-in-chief at Mass General Hospital, chief of enterprise radiology for Mass General Brigham Health System, and the Juan M. Tavares Professor of Radiology at Harvard Medical School. A leader in organized radiology, Dr. Brink is past president of the American Roentgen-Ray Society and the American College of Radiology. He serves as president of the International Society for Strategic Studies in Radiology and was previously vice chair of Nuclear and Radiation Studies Board for the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine. The ARRS honored Dr. Brink's achievements with a gold medal, and he holds several honorary memberships, including memberships from the European Society of Radiology, the Japanese Radiological Society, the Chinese Society of Radiology, the Italian Society of Medical Radiology, and the American Association of Physicists in Medicine, and the International Organization for Medical Physics. Dr. Brink was recognized by his alma mater, Purdue University, with the Outstanding Electrical and Computer Engineer Award in 2019. The following year, he was also elected Distinguished Emeritus Member by the National Council on Radiation Protection and Measurements. Dr. Brink earned a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from Purdue University and his medical degree at Indiana University before completing his residency and fellowship at MGH. During his fellowship, Dr. Brink received an RSNA Research Fellow grant. He began his career at Mallinckrodt Institute of Radiology at Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis, where he rose to the rank of associate professor before joining the faculty at Yale. He served as chair of Yale Department of Diagnostic Radiology from 2006 to 2013. I've known Jim for nearly 30 years since our time together at Yale, and he's extremely deserving of this recognition for his key contributions in advancing quality and value-based care, his service to RSNA and the specialty of radiology, and his leadership. I am proud to present RSNA Gold Medal to Dr. James A. Brink.
President Hafty, guests, friends, so nice to be here with you all today. And it's such an honor and a privilege to be awarded this gold medal from the RSNA. I attended my first RSNA in 1985 to present my first paper here. And before I came, Dr. Joe Simeone told me, you know, Jim, RSNA is like Disneyland for radiologists. And I have to say, he was absolutely correct. You know, the thrill I still get from coming into McCormick Place hasn't disappeared. And it's amazing to see the technical evolution that occurs year after year. I'm just commenting to my brother how just 1 year can make such a difference in our technology and in the practice and science of our specialty. The RSNA has always impressed me with its multinational membership and its multicultural forum for the free exchange of ideas. These are attributes that I used to take for granted, and now I appreciate more than ever that they are to be cherished, nurtured, and protected. Congratulations to the RSNA for preserving such a welcoming forum to all who come to advance the knowledge, practice, and science of our specialty. The expression, "it takes a village," certainly applies to whatever successes I may have achieved. And while there are too many to thank personally, I would like to name a few who have made a big impact in my professional life. Joe Frucci and Peter Mueller at MGH for helping launch my academic career. Jay Heiken and Dennis Balfe at the Mallinckrodt Institute for their emphases on clinical excellence and scholarship. Bruce McLennan, Peter Herbert, and the late Carolyn Slayman at Yale for helping me develop as an administrator and a leader. And the late Rich Barron for his guidance early in my career and at various critical junctures along the way. Finally, I would like to thank my wife, Holly, and my 4 wonderful children for putting up with all the dinners, soccer games, and school concerts that I may have missed along the way, but fortunately, I think the kids all turned out okay. Thank you again for this wonderful honor. I will cherish it greatly.
Our final recipient of the gold medal, Dr. Vijay Rao, is a global authority on head and neck imaging and recognized for her health services research in radiology. Dr. Rao, RSNA past president, is the David C. Levin Professor and Emeritus Chair of Radiology at Sidney Kimmel Medical College of the Thomas Jefferson University and Senior Vice President of Enterprise Radiology and Imaging at Jefferson Health in Philadelphia. Dr. Rao is a graduate of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, India's premier medical school. After completing her radiology residency at Thomas Jefferson University Hospital, she remained on the faculty. A passionate educator, she served as residency program director, associate chair, and then vice chair for education, and co-director of the neuroradiology ENT division. In 2002, she was appointed chair of Jefferson's Department of Radiology, becoming the first female chair of a clinical department in Jefferson's history. A prolific researcher, Dr. Rao is widely recognized as a thought leader in health services research in radiology. She has published widely and edited a popular Atlas textbook on MRI and CT of the head and neck. Dr. Rao has held numerous leadership roles in national organizations, including president of the American Society of Head and Neck Radiology, the Association of Program Directors in Radiology, and the American Association for Women Radiologists. She has served on the RSNA R&E Foundation Board of Trustees for several years and currently serves as its chair. In 2011, she was named to the RSNA Board of Directors, serving as president in 2018. She also served on the board of the Academy for Radiology and Biomedical Imaging Research and the Pennsylvania Radiological Society for several years. Dr. Rao has received numerous awards, including the APDR Achievement Award and the AAWR Marie Curie Award. She was awarded gold medals from the Association of University Radiologists, the Asian Oceania Society of Radiology, and the American Society of Head and Neck Radiology. She holds honorary memberships in the Israeli Radiological Society, the European Society of Radiology, the Indian Radiological and Imaging Association, and the French Society of Radiology, along with its Medal of Honor. Having worked closely with Vijay on RSNA Board of Directors, I am most appreciative of her service, dedication, and leadership. For her contributions to health services research, head and neck radiology, and as a role model for young women in our field, I am pleased to present the RSNA Gold Medal to Dr. Vijay Rao.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, RSNA Board. I am deeply honored and humbled to receive the RSNA Gold Medal Award. This means a lot to me. And congratulations to my fellow award winners, Jim BRINK and Kathy Andriel. I am just so grateful to have had opportunities in my professional journey, both at my home institution and in organized radiology. I'm grateful for the love and support of my family and their sacrifices. I'm so glad my daughter Geeta is here with me today to celebrate. My parents would have been proud. Passion for excellence and education is what my parents instilled in me. I owed a debt of gratitude to so many colleagues, friends, mentors, peers who have supported me, guided me, believed in me through my entire professional journey, both at Jefferson and in organized radiology. There are so many mentors to mention, but I have to say my former colleague and my mentor, David Levin, played a very special role in my professional journey. Many friends that are at RSNA, Ron Aronson, Reed Dunnick. I mean, oh my God, the mentorship I received from folks in RSNA has been just tremendous. I want to acknowledge my department faculty who are here, the administrators from my department, and I also want to acknowledge our hospital president, Rich Webster, who took the time to travel all the way here to be with me today. Thank you, Rich. The pinnacle of my professional life has been my service to the RSNA and the RNA Foundation in a variety of roles. RSNA provided me with the opportunity to network with thought leaders nationally and internationally. It's just so gratifying to see how RSNA is respected globally and was a source of tremendous pride to represent US radiology globally as president. I want to acknowledge Mark Watson, the executive director of RSNA, and his team for their outstanding support throughout my service to RSNA. The RSNA staff are absolutely the best I have worked with in many organizations on the national scene. Thank you again for this amazing honor. I am just deeply touched, and this means a lot. Thank you.
This year, we have the pleasure of presenting 3 honorary members. They are Dr. Michael Fuchsjäger, Dr. Evelyn Ho, and Dr. Evis Sala. An international authority on breast imaging and interventional techniques, Dr. Michael Fuchsjäger is chair of the Department of Radiology at the Medical University of Graz, Austria, where he has held professorship since 2012. Dr. Fuchsjäger's academic and clinical interest is primarily focused on breast radiology and intervention and assessment of 4D blood flow and tissue characterization by cardiac MRI. He has published more than 100 peer-reviewed scientific manuscripts, delivered over 200 scientific lectures and poster presentations, and presented more than 600 educational lectures internationally. As past president of the European Society of Radiology, Dr. Fuchsjäger hosted the 2021 European Congress of Radiology. He is also an executive board member for the International Society of Strategic Studies in Radiology. He has lent his expertise to numerous radiology organizations, serving as an executive board member of the European Society of Breast Imaging and as a board member of the Austrian Society of Sinology and the Austrian Röntgen Society. Dr. Fuchsjäger's many contributions to the field have been recognized with over 100 awards, including the Schering and Wolf-Dieter Sager Award of the Austrian Röntgen Society, Excellence in Imaging and Diagnostics from Arab Health, and the Science Award by the City of Vienna, honoring his body of scientific research. He twice received the RSNA Radiology Editors Recognition Award. He holds honorary membership in the Israeli Radiological Society. Dr. Fuchsjäger received his medical degree from the University of Vienna in Austria. He completed his residency at the Medical University of Vienna's Department of Radiology and a postdoctoral research fellowship at the Department of Radiology at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York. As a radiation oncologist specializing in breast cancer, I am aware of the substantial contributions Dr. Fuchsjäger has made to breast imaging. For his work advancing education and research in radiology, I am pleased to present Dr. Michael A. Fuchsjäger with the RSNA honorary membership.
Dear President Hefty, thank you. Thank you, RSNA, for bestowing this honorary membership on me. It is a privilege and a fantastic experience. I'm humbled and I'm very, very happy. And God, never would I have thought when I finally made it to my first annual scientific meeting of the RSNA, then as a resident in the last millennium, that one day I would be in this prestigious position. I believe that a successful career is mainly related to teamwork and friendship, rather than individual accomplishments. I dedicate this honor, therefore, to the teams and friends who made and make all this possible. The most important ones are here with us today. My teachers and mentors in Austria, Europe, and the United States, some of whom have been my bosses, but they've all become friends. Chris Harold, Hedwig Riesack, Thomas Helwig, Christian Löwe, Liz Morris, and Boris Prokladžič, who are here with us. The team of my department who covers my back specifically when I'm away. The incredible team of the European Society of Radiology, who always makes me believe that working on the Council or the BOD is a pleasure cruise. And the most important team in my life, my family. I wouldn't and couldn't be the professional and the person I am without the love, patience, and loyalty of my wife Nina and my children, Sophie, Maximilian, Livia, Alexander, Johannes, and Laia. You make the trip worthwhile. Thank you, RSNA, from the bottom of my heart for your friendship. Thank you.
Our next honoree, Dr. Evelyn Ho, is a passionate advocate for breast health and palliative care who believes the patient's best interest should always be at the core of medical care. Dr. Ho practices as a consultant radiologist in Park City Medical Center, Kuala Lumpur, where she was instrumental in establishing the radiology department. After earning her medical degree from the University of Malaya, Dr. Ho served under the Ministry of Health of Malaysia in Sarawak, East Malaysia, and in the Kota Bharu before returning to Kuala Lumpur in 1990. Dr. Ho was elected to the Academy of Medicine Malaysia Council, where she was involved in planning the continuing professional development system in Malaysia. As president of the College of Radiology under the Academy of Medicine Malaysia, Dr. Ho catalyzed the COR and the National Heart Association of Malaysia collaboration to create the first consensus statement in utilization of cardiac CT. She also organized the COR website, increasing radiology's public profile, and led nationwide breast cancer awareness campaigns under the COR umbrella. Dr. Ho has served internationally in leadership roles, including as Secretary-Treasurer of the ASEAN, Association of Radiology. She is President of the Asian Oceanian Society of Radiology and chairs the RSNA Regional Committee for Asia Oceania. She serves on the RSNA News Editorial Board and is an Executive Committee continental member of the International Society of Radiology. Dr. Ho is a Fellow of the AMM, Honorary Fellow of the Academy of Medicine, Singapore, and Honorary Member of the Chinese Society of Radiology. She was voted Most Aspiring Woman by the Malaysia Women's Weekly and featured in the Inspire Change Avon series in Her World magazine. Her leadership in organized radiology and her dedication to advancing women's health throughout the world make her ideally suited for this honorary member award. I am pleased to present Dr. Evelyn Ho with an RSNA honorary membership.
Good afternoon, and salam sejahtera, as they would say in my country. Greetings in Bahasa Malaysia. Thank you, RSNA, Dr. Hefty, the RSNA board, and along the way, my many teachers and mentors who were great models. They nudged, they prodded me to get involved and serve, even when I felt that I was too young, not ready, and did not know enough. Any successes I also would like to attribute to God for enabling the many opportunities that came my way and that dropped on my lap. And of course, to my family for their constant support and encouragement. It was during my radiology training that the RSNA was mentioned. Actually, the chair of my department at that time told us that even if it's just once in your lifetime, make that effort to attend the RSNA because it is an experience like no other. And it has continued to be an experience like no other as it evolves. Therefore, it is with extra special honor that I receive this award, the icing that tops the RSNA experience that I shall cherish for the rest of my life. Thank you very much.
A world-renowned cancer researcher, Dr. Eva Sala, has significantly advanced the fields of understanding of ovarian cancer. Her multidisciplinary research program integrates imaging, genomics, engineering, and AI to advance patient care. Dr. Sala is professor of radiology at Catholic University del Sacro Cuore and the chair of the Department of Radiology at Gemelli University Hospital in Rome, Italy. Previously, she was a professor of oncologic imaging in the Department of Radiology at the University of Cambridge and co-led the Cambridge Cancer Center's Advanced Cancer Imaging Program and the Integrated Cancer Medicine Program. Dr. Sala's research focuses on the development and validation of functional imaging biomarkers to rapidly evaluate treatment response using physiologic and metabolic tumor habitat imaging. Her research in the field of radiogenomics has focused on understanding the molecular basis of cancer. She also leads multiple research projects focusing on the development and implementation of AI methods for image reconstruction, segmentation, and data integration. A widely respected mentor and educator, Dr. Sala earned the RSNA Honored Educator Award 3 times. She is a fellow of the International Cancer Imaging Society, the International Society of Magnetic Resonance in Medicine, the European Society of Urogenital Radiology, and the Royal College of Physicians. Dr. Sala serves as an associate editor of the Cancer Research Communications and a senior consulting editor to Radiology Artificial Intelligence. After earning her medical degree at the University of Tirana Medical School in Albania, Dr. Sala earned a master's and PhD in epidemiology at the University of Cambridge. She completed fellowships at the World Health Organization in cancer research and cancer epidemiology. I have had the pleasure of observing the significant contributions Dr. Sala has made in our BOOST program at RSNA. As a cancer researcher myself, I admire the research she has contributed over the years. Having witnessed her exceptional contributions to medical imaging, education, and research, I am pleased to present Dr. Eva Sala with an RSNA honorary membership.
Well, it's certainly overwhelming, the emotion. My first RSNA was in 1999, and I was not a radiologist then. I was a last-year PhD student at Cambridge, and it was my first big paper. oral presentation. And then 22 other years passed, and it was just always inspiring, interesting, a lot of fun, meeting really wonderful people. I'm really at awe, and I have so many people to thank. I've had this habit of going to various institutions from both sides of the pond, where I have to thank a lot of my friends, colleagues, mentors. The mentors from Cambridge, the mentors from Memorial, the colleagues from both places, but also my new colleagues in Rome for making me feel welcomed. Moves are wonderful, but moves are also very hard. But most of all, I want to thank my many fellows and mentees. I think that has been the highlight of my professional career. Their success has been my success. Thank you, where you are, for trusting me to be your mentor. That has been an ultimate privilege. Of course, there are two very important people in my life, my husband, Gigi, which is here. Thank you for really supporting me for the past 30 years, for really pushing me to go higher and higher, and for being there on good days and bad days. You just have been a rock in my life, and I thank you for that. Thank you to my son, Pierre. I'm sorry I missed a lot of those pancake races when you were little, but I think you did good. I actually think you did brilliantly. Thank you very much to RSNA, the RSNA board, and to all of you for being here. Thank you.
The RSNA recognizes and honors individuals who have made significant contributions to the field of radiological sciences throughout their careers in research and education. The Board of Directors is proud to present the 2022 Outstanding Researcher Award to Dr. Mary Ellen Geiger. An esteemed researcher, Dr. Geiger has worked for decades on computer-aided diagnosis, machine learning, and deep learning in medical imaging for cancer, thoracic diseases, including COVID-19, neuroimaging, and other disease diagnosis and management. Dr. Geiger is the A.N. Pritzker Distinguished Service Professor of Radiology, the Committee on Medical Physics, and the College at the University of Chicago. She is also the Vice Chair of Radiology and prior Director of the Graduate Program in Medical Physics and the Chair of the Committee on Medical Physics. Dr. Geiger has published more than 260 peer-reviewed articles and obtained more than 30 patents. Her AI research in breast cancer has yielded various translated components. Recently, Dr. Geiger extended her AI research to include the analysis of COVID-19 on CT and chest radiographs and is the contact principal investigator on the Medical Imaging and Data Resource Center. A leader in medical physics community, Dr. Geiger is a former president of AAPM and SPIE. She is a member of the NIH NBIB Advisory Council and is editor-in-chief of the Journal of Medical Imaging. Widely recognized for her contributions to the field, Dr. Geiger has been awarded the AAPM William Coolidge Gold Medal and the SPIE Director's Award. She served as an RSNA third vice president and in 2010 was elected to the National Academy of Engineering. She has also been recognized with the Society of Directors of Academic Medical Physics Programs Lifetime Achievement Award. She was named by the International Congress of Medical Physics as one of the 50 medical physicists with the most impact in the field in the last 50 years. Dr. Geiger completed a bachelor's degree at Illinois Benedictine College, a master's degree in physics at the University of Exeter in England, and a PhD in medical physics at the University of Chicago. Dr. Geiger's outstanding contributions to physics and artificial intelligence, as it applies to medical imaging, have clearly helped to shape the field. For her professional contributions, along with her exceptional service and commitment to RSNA, I am pleased to present the RSNA Outstanding Researcher Award to Dr. Mary Ellen L. Geiger.
Thank you. Thank you, RSNA and the board and everyone. I'm very humbled and honored for this. So I have been coming to RSNA since the 1980s, and I've appreciated always, I started as a graduate student, and now I have graduate students, and I have graduate students. But I appreciate greatly the feedback from the many visitors to RSNA and as we do our research. In the old days, in the 1980s, when we would bring our computer-aided diagnosis AI system here, we would actually fill a U-Haul truck, bring over the film digitizer, the big computer, a full-size alternator, go to the loading docks and bring it into the Learning Center. And some years we actually invited folks to bring their mammograms, digitize them on the spot, and let our computer run on it. We've learned a lot since those early days. We've learned what to do and what not to do, and it's wonderful to see as the field advances. I like to thank a few. I'm not going to go very long. I first like to thank my lab, which has grown over the years. Without them, they're the ones who make me. They're sharing in this honor. I like to thank my mentors over the years, Dr. Carney, Dr. Spokus, Dr. Metz, Dr. Doy, and many others. I like to thank RSNA, APM, and SPIE for giving me opportunity to grow and learn how to be a leader, which has advanced me in my own lab. And I like to, two more, thank everyone in Midrick. And everywhere I've talked, I said, don't forget to go to the informatics area and see the Medical Imaging and Data Resource Center. It is a true collaboration of everyone working together from RSNA, ACR, and APM. And we just hit the milestone of making 100,000 imaging studies open to the public. And last, I'd like to thank my family, my husband Chuck, our kids Megan, Jenny, Charlie, and Eric. Eric is here today to celebrate with us, and their spouses and grandchildren. Thank you.
The deserving recipient of the 2022 Outstanding Educator Award is Dr. Dennis Balfe. A highly respected and inspirational educator, Dr. Balfe has mentored countless radiologists during his tenure, spanning 4 decades at the Washington University School of Medicine's Mallinckrodt Institute of Radiology in St. Louis. Dr. Balfe began his career there as an instructor in radiology, became a tenured professor in 1992, and served as a radiology residency program director from 1992 to 2006. He is now an emeritus professor at Mallinckrodt. A leader in organized radiology, Dr. Balfe is past president of the Society of Abdominal Radiology and of the Society of Computed Body Tomography and Magnetic Resonance Imaging. He also served as chair of the American Board of Radiology Board of Trustees and as an oral examiner. Dr. Balfe was awarded the Residence Distinguished Teaching Award at Mallinckrodt by his students multiple times throughout his career. He received the SABI Hounsfield Award and the American College of Radiology Fellowship in 1994. Dr. Balfe was recognized by the Barnes Jewish Hospital with its Lifetime Achievement Award, Distinguished Clinician, in 2016. For 2 decades, Dr. Balfe served as an associate editor for body imaging of radiographics, and he has reviewed articles for several radiology journals, including the American Journal of Röntgenology and Radiology. Dr. Balfe obtained a bachelor's degree at the University of Santa Clara in California and completed his medical degree at the Medical College of Wisconsin in Milwaukee. I've had the pleasure of knowing Dennis for nearly 2 decades, since we both joined the American Board of Radiology Board of Trustees in 2005. It was clear from the first time I met him how dedicated he was to the education and training of radiologists. In recognition of his devotion and commitment to high-quality education and training in our profession, I am pleased to present RSNA Outstanding Educator Award to Dr. Dennis M. Balfe.
Thank you, Bruce. I'm not sure I can talk without slides, but I may have to point over here sometimes just because it's habit. I am deeply grateful and very humbled by this award. I want to thank people too, because really nobody ever does this alone. The first people I want to thank is my family, because without your family's support, no part of your career is really possible. My 3 kids are Peter, Paul, and Mary. They have lives of their own, so they couldn't come, but my wife, Marty, is here, and many of you know her, and will understand when I say that she was responsible for more than half of this award, and she put up with my radiology career decisions for 45 years, and with me for 52. I had wonderful mentors on the way. I'm going to mention 3 of them, but there were many more. Early in my career, Bill Olmsted, and a little bit later, Bob Kohler and Bob Stanley tried to convince me that being an academic radiologist and trying to teach residents would be fun. They were right. It was fun. I had really great colleagues throughout my 40-plus years on the faculty at Mallinckrodt. One of them, Jim Brink, just took home a gold medal. Good job, Jim. You did good. But there were many others, and I had referring clinicians who held me to an annoyingly high standard throughout my career. But the people I really want to thank now are my residents. I interact with a little over 600 residents during my career because we had such a big place. They, as a group, had zero tolerance for BS, and they basically made me go back and learn and relearn things that I thought that I already knew, but I didn't. Cookie and Sanjeev are representatives of my residency classes, and I thank them all very much. Thanks.
The annual Alexander Margulis Award for Scientific Excellence recognizes the best original article published in radiology and is named for Dr. Alexander Margulis, a distinguished investigator and inspiring visionary leader in the science of radiology. The 2022 Margulis Award is presented for the article, Improving Radiographic Fracture Recognition Performance and Efficiency Using Artificial Intelligence, published online in Radiology in December 2021. The lead author is Dr. Ali Gurmazi, professor of radiology and medicine at Boston University. In this study funded by Gleaner, Dr. Gurmazi and colleagues examined the impact of AI on the performance of 24 physicians in diagnosing skeletal fractures on radiographs. The research team analyzed a multi-center data set from 480 patients between July 2020 and January 2021. They found that AI software improved radiosensitivity by 10.4% without reducing specificity. In addition, AI saved human readers as an average of 6.3 seconds per examination. Missed fractures on radiographs can lead to preventable harm or long-term delays in patient care. These findings have the potential to improve patient experience by reducing waiting times at hospitals and clinics. Furthermore, AI algorithms can help mitigate heavy workloads and occupational fatigue in radiology departments by simply speeding up analysis. In recognition of this important work in the radiology article, Improving Radiographic Fracture Recognition Performance and Efficiency Using Artificial Intelligence, was selected for the 2022 RSNA Margulis Award for Scientific Excellence. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Ali Gurmazi.
Alrighty. Thanks to the RSNA for changing my plan. I was in the World Cup watching actually games, and I had to change the whole thing. I sold actually 4 tickets, but I'm coming back for the final. All right. Doctor, thanks so much. It is my great honor and of my all academic career to receive the 2022 Margulis Award. I'm thankful to the RSNA, to the Radiology Journal, and to my co-author for this investigation and for the time they spent with me to publish this prominent contribution. Many people I want to just thank, but 4 of them are really very important. My French mentor, Yves Millot, the late US mentor, Harry Jeanette, Alexander Nobash, who was actually my chair for many years at Boston University School of Medicine, who always helped me and pushed me to thrive, and also Herb Kressel, with whom I learned all the magical for publishing in journals like Radiology during my tenureship from 2013 to 2019. I'm very much in debt with the support of my family. I have three kids only, as opposed to others. So, and I'm old enough to have more, by the way. So my daughter Dora, my son Elias, and my other daughter Manel, and also my wife, who supported me for all these years. I've been traveling so much. I didn't see cakes. I have never been in a soccer game, neither in a tennis actually game, unfortunately. But with that said, to have participated in writing one of the best paper in my entire career and the best paper for 2022, it's a privilege and it's an epic. I am sufficed with gratitude and also overwhelmed by this honor. Thanks to the RSNA again and to Radiology Journal.
Well, congratulations to all of our 2022 awardees and honorees. The work of this year's distinguished honorees has moved radiology forward in countless ways, including advancing the value of imaging with patients and collaborators in care. Their contributions will no doubt inspire future generations of imaging professionals focused on improving patient care. Let's have a round of applause. It has been inspiring to hear from our honorees today and to see the support and dedication to the specialty in this room. Thank you all for joining us in the celebration of RSNA's 2022 awardees and honorees. Thank you.